In Romans chapter 9 and into chapter 10, the Apostle Paul continues to talk about the importance of a righteousness that comes to us by and through faith in Christ, and not through any works or adherence to the law. Our verse for today is Romans 9, verse 30, where Paul says, "What then are we to say? Gentiles who did not strive for righteousness have attained it, that is, righteousness through faith." And if you were to continue in the next verse, it says, "But Israel, who did strive for the righteousness that is based on the law, did not succeed in fulfilling that law." And again, Paul is making the argument that there is no amount of works, no amount of adherence to the law, striving to do that, that will make us holy or acceptable to God. It's a righteousness that comes through both the faith of Christ and faith in Christ. And this is something that Paul writes about not only in Romans, but also in Galatians, in Philippians. We hear about it in the letter to the Hebrews as well. For example, in Galatians chapter 2, in verses 15 to 20, Paul writes about how basically having faith in Christ leads us to having the faith of Christ. And it's important for us to have both. We have faith in Christ. That's where our forgiveness, our salvation, our justification, our righteousness, it all comes not through works of the law, but through faith in Christ. But having the faith in Christ leads us to have the faith of Christ, that in our life we are going to be doing and acting and thinking and saying the kinds of things that Jesus would if Jesus was the one living our life. And so one of the ways that we demonstrate that we have a righteousness that comes by faith is that people can see Jesus in us, in how we treat them, in how we treat especially the least of these, the poor, those who are on the margins, the alien, the widow, the orphan, these people who constantly through the Bible we are told as God's people we are to look out for, to provide for, and to protect and to support. So even the Gentiles, Paul is saying in Romans, again, it's righteousness by faith that enables one, whether one is a Jew or a Gentile, to experience salvation and new life in Christ. And the good news is that relieves you and it relieves me of the burden of feeling like we have to be perfect, because we don't have to be perfect. We want to strive to keep improving. But our righteousness comes not through our works, but through our faith in Jesus Christ.